Hello, my name is Andres, and I want to talk about a game called Need for Speed World. Need for Speed World is an online multiplayer racing game. It basically takes place in an open world where you can participate in races and events against other players or with other players. The thing about this game is that it's free to play. It's brought to you by EA under the free for play titles, and I kind of had my skepticism in this game, my doubts. Free online games from EA tend to be this mixed thing, this kind of an odd thing that you have a free game, but there's so many things locked from you unless you pay up. And that was kind of the case this time also, but we'll get to that later. So basically you start up the game, create a profile, choose an icon, choose a name, etc. Then you're given an amount of money of in-game currency and you are tasked with choosing your first car. The game has 3 tiers of cars, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You start in the first tier. There are, I think, 9 cars overall, or 7, I don't remember. It doesn't matter because some cars are locked away from you because you're not high level. You're not hard to get them. So why they are shown to you at the start of the game, I don't know. Then some cars you can unlock only if you buy them. So you have with real life money. And then there's another car which is free. You can take it, but the catch is that it has a big fat T-Mobile advertising on it, like there's the T-Mobile logo on the sides of the car. You can purchase it without the whole advertisement, but still, just playing this game, I saw so many Mazda 3 riding with T-Mobile sign on it. It's like stupid. I started playing the game and the game runs on the engine that powered Most Wanted, Carbon, Underground games from that era. It's a double-sided coin because on one hand the game can run practically on a 5-year-old machine with no problem, really. The system requirements for that game is very low. But on the other side, it doesn't look that great. While the car models are solid, some textures are just blurry, not really a lot of special effects, so I guess they wanted to make it able to run on a lot of machines, but still it kind of looks just dated. It's a free world and it's unlocked fully from the get-go, so you can go everywhere you want. And just by driving around, if you played Carbon or Most Wanted, you start to see just similarities. Like you feel that you drove this map before. I never played Carbon, but I played Most Wanted, so at some point I was driving areas that I knew this is from Most Wanted. I know this stuff. Then looking back online, I noticed very quickly that basically Need for Speed World's map is one half is the map from Need for Speed Most Wanted, and the other half is from Need for Speed Carbon. Like they're basically took in together and just mashed, and like, what the fuck? And it feels odd because for me, that's basically a testament how the game developers themselves didn't want to make a lot of effort in creating a new world. Granted, like I liked the map from Need for Speed Most Wanted. It was a good city map, but still, just basically taking this old map and just one by one copy pasting it to a new game feels kind of cheap. I know it's a free game, but still it feels cheap. And then you get into this whole microtransaction bit. Basically, how the game works is you have one car slot. You play races with that one car. You earn in-game money, cash, and you gain reputation points, which is basically XP. Get enough XP, you get a new level, and at the end of when you get a new level, you get a new skill point which you can use to upgrade various skills. To get new car slots, you have to reach the 12th level. At level 12 you unlock 2 car slots. If you want to change cars before that, you cannot sell your old car. You cannot sell all of your cars. At each given point you have to have at least one. So the car you choose at the start, you're stuck with it till the level 12. Unless you pay with real money, then you can unlock new car slots. Basically, if you want, at level 1, at the start of this game, you can buy a new car slot and buy the tier 3, the most powerful car in the game. And then buy all the upgrades if you're willing to spend real money. Now, I think that's kind of fucked up, because how the game works when you get into the race, it tries to match you with similar level opponents. So if you're level 1, the game will match you with level 1, 2, 3, 5 level opponents. So you may go in with the car you just bought by starting the game, be matched up against with someone who just paid his way through all the game, and at level 1 he has one of the most powerful cars in the game. Try to win that. Well, the game has this viable way to you be competitive without paying any money. In reality, you can pay money and all that natural progression just goes out of the window. So at some point you feel that you actually have to pay money to be competitive, because other people can do that, and it goes to the point that even if you go, the game has 50 levels, so if you go from level 1 to level 50 without paying anything, you unlock all the cars by yourself. So there's still some cars that are locked from the general user unless you pay money. And if I'm correct, those cars are actually better than the other cars. So still, if you're willing to pay money, you can actually get better cars. I play another free-to-play game called League of Legends. Now what they do there is basically you can buy new characters with cash, but the game is fairly balanced and none of the characters feel that they're more powerful than others. Even that, and still they don't lock away other characters that you can only unlock by paying up real money. No, all the characters can be bought with in-game money. And the things that are you can exclusively buy for money is basically skins and other stuff. You can play that game for free and still be as competitive and as relevant as other players. Need for Speed World, that's a completely different case. I feel that there are too many things that can be bought for money that give you a better edge than others. And the problem is that the underlying game itself isn't that great. Like, you basically grind out these races to gain levels, and there's not that too much. There's 37 or something like that cars, which is not a lot. It's broken up into 3 tiers, and you can get the next car at level 12. So you're basically stuck with this one car till that point, and you just grind out these levels. Somewhere at level 8, I just got bored and just wanted to get the new car. So I was just basically grinding out these races, seeing how much experience I get, and it's not fun. Basically it's not that fun. It's fun for short bursts, but there's nothing to keep you in long term. There's another problem, that it's not that popular a game. There can be only 50 players at any given time, which is not a lot. And I'm yet to see full 50 players. The biggest problem I have with this game is sometimes the matchmaking, because you can get with players that are just higher level than you, they have better cars, better upgrades, and you know that you lost already. If you're a skilled enough player, you can still beat cars that are better than you, but at one point that doesn't matter. At one point skill just goes away. And another thing which is funny, basically this game has gamepad support. You can play it with the keyboard or you can play it with the gamepad. I played with my Logitech Rumble Pad 2. The game doesn't explain how to play with the gamepad at any point. Like, if you play the racing game with the gamepad, you know that right triggers is acceleration, the left stick is for turning the car. But like, there are these power-ups in the game like Nitrous or Shield, or things like that. On the keyboard, those are 1, 2, 3, 4 number buttons. On the gamepad, the game doesn't tell. I literally stumbled upon by accident that the face buttons do that. Although the UI graphic in the game is shaped like a D-pad. So for several hours I was just mashing the D-pad to activate one of these power-ups. And even if you play with the keyboard, if you're not so comfortable with the controls, you're stuck with them because you cannot change them. So that's kind of odd. And another minus, there's no manual transition. All the cars are automatic gearboxes, and you cannot switch to manual. Like I like to play, I like to play racing games with a manual gearbox. Call me crazy, but that's how I roll. At the end of the day, I feel that while this is a free game in its essence, and the driving is there is fine, it's not that spectacular, but it's okay. You still have the issue that, for one, the game map is basically recycling two of the previous games in the series. There are too many things that, if you pay for them, give you an edge over other players, which feels unfair. Runs smoothly, even on old machine. It still looks old and dated. So it's kind of a mediocre game overall, and nothing that will keep you playing in the long term. You can check it out, but I wouldn't recommend it. But let me know what you think. If you like this game or hate it, have you tried, or maybe you know other free-to-play games that are better or worse. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And that's practically it. Thank you for watching, and bye.